All right, Jade here at Emily Gamelin Park. As you can see behind me, there's roughly 200 to 300 protesters that have gathered and that are about to take off to take the streets. There's a small police presence up on Maisonneuve, and so we're going to follow things as they proceed. Let's see how things go from here. All right, so the protest has moved on to St. Catherine Street, and contrary to the one-way traffic, so the protest is moving west, and of course St. Catherine Street is a one-way towards the east.
Service de police de la ville de Montréal. Anti-capitaliste! Anti-capitaliste! This is fucking class war! Organize and smash the state! This is fucking class war! 5, 6, 7, 8! Organize and smash the state! This is fucking class war! 5, 6, 7, 8!
There was one police car earlier. There seems to be some additional police units adding themselves here on the corner of Hôtel de Ville and Sainte Catherine, and so we're going to see how this carries out. All right, so as you can see, the protest is still moving west down St. Catherine Street. A peaceful protest at this point in time, and a very, very low-key police presence. We don't see any police whatsoever. They seem to be standing back, and that's a good thing because we don't want them in our protests. So as you can see behind me here, a group of bystanders on the sidewalk offering their support, enjoying the protest as it walks by. Hi everybody, rock and roll. And as you can see, the protest still moving down St. Catherine Street towards the west. Again, a very low-key police presence. There's absolutely no police cars in sight, and so the protest seems to be allowed to proceed in the direction that it wants to. And so the protest was moving down Jeanne Mance Street towards René Lévesque, and a few police officers did show up, 4 police cars. So the protest turned around in the opposite direction back towards St. Catherine. All right, so as you can see behind me here, the protest still moving towards St. Catherine Street, away from René Lévesque, up Jeanne Mance. And if we look behind actually here, we might still be able to see those police cars that were at René Lévesque and Jeanne Mance. They seem to be staying there and not moving. We'll see if they intervene at another location. But so far the protest being allowed to proceed peacefully towards now up St. Catherine Street towards the west again, back into the city core. Okay, so there seems to be a police presence up ahead at Union Street. We don't know if they're there just to afford an escort to the protest or if they're actually going to intervene. We hope not. And still maybe 200 to 300 people chanting the regular chants. To who does the street belong? The street belongs to the people. It doesn't belong to the police. It doesn't belong to government. And so it looks like police are intervening here. So as you can see, police have finally intervened here at the corner of Saint Alexandre and St. Catherine Street. Protesters have dispersed, and so police are holding a line. It seems like they're going to move down St. Catherine Street, and we're going to see where things go from here. So as you can see behind me, police moving in tandem down towards the blurry street. They've now formed a line. and they are now releasing tear gas once again on the crowd, and we're going to run through some of that tear gas as usual. Oh God. Whew. And so they are dispersing the crowd, a peaceful crowd that wasn't doing anything violent or anything wrong. Police simply released tear gas on the crowd, to including bystanders and and so once again, lots of tear gas on peaceful bystanders on the sidewalk, nobody doing anything wrong, and the cops just released a ton of it. And so that obviously caught a lot of people by surprise. But we're going to see what happens here. Police having released tear gas here on bystanders and peaceful protesters.
J'étais là, t'es le seul qui est violent. Tout à l'heure, t'étais là-bas aussi, là, t'as chanté tout le monde.
Écoute ta population, eux ils sont du Québec et ils disent la même chose que moi. Vous venez de le dire, vous êtes raciste.
Non, non, la question...
Si je suis pas d'accord, j'ai qu'à rentrer dans mon pays, c'est ça?
La question, quand il y a des gens habillés comme ça, là, c'est parce que c'est rendu illégal. C'est aussi simple que
Habillés
ça.
comment?
Habillés comme eux, là.
Comme eux,
Ah, c'est
là?
pas l'armée, ça? Ah non, c'est vrai, c'est la police. Bon, j'ai tendance à oublier ce
C'est
qu'on
pas pour faire une parade, ça, là. C'est parce
Ah non,
que
mais
c'est
monsieur,
rendu illégal.
depuis 2012, vos boys là ils sont comme ça dans la rue. Donc,
Ta plaque en photo, puis ta face aussi. Ta face, on l'aime. C'est beau.
And police still blocking St. Catherine and DeBleury Avenue, forming a police line. We don't know what's happening, and blocking basically traffic, and now making a move, as someone mentioned, making a move towards their very own police car. And so there seems to be something happening on the other side. There's a crowd gathered on the, and now police being ordered to move back to their vehicles, and we're being asked to circulate. Of course, police being kind with me as usual, so I'll be kind with them. And as you can see behind me here, we're being asked to disperse, and we're going to move, we're going to cooperate with the police, obviously, not commit any infractions. So as you can see, the lieutenant just gave an order to his sergeant to have people circulate, and so now as you can see, the crowd is circulating, crossing the street. We can finally get to the other side and see what's happening down here.
Alors, moi, je m'en vais par là, là.
C'est vers le nord, madame.
Ouais, j'ai pas le droit de...
Parce que par là, on disperse, là.
Ben oui, ben justement, si tout le monde s'en va par là, je m'en vais par là.
Let's go.
Si tout le monde s'en va par là, je m'en vais par là.
Ah, come on, là. Sérieux, man.
Oh, la réussi à faire le twist, ça va.
Ouais.
So as you can see, police having asked people to move, and now having backed up, people are asking the police to move, which is probably a good thing because we don't want them around, we don't want them in our protests, telling us that we can't stand on a sidewalk when we're being peaceful, harassing. Yeah, and they most likely do harass black people and minorities in Montreal. And I wish I could just lift my kilt up right now and moon them all and tell them to kiss my ass, but then they would obviously run after me and arrest me, so I'll refrain from doing that for the moment.
Move!
T'es pas bien, t'es pas bien partout. Wow! On est super calme, nous autres, là. On est zen. Tu devrais faire un peu de yoga, mon gars, man. Peux-tu enlever les causes pour faire ramener ça à ta copine?
Je bouge un endroit à l'autre.